This has to be the longest video name I've ever seen on the channel. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Colin Monroe and I'm going to be totally unsarcastic. If you're new here or haven't yet, be sure you hit like and subscribe for daily gaming content and ring that bell to join the clan and level up. The Sonic movie is releasing later this month and the past trailers haven't really painted a great picture, but with the new trailers and scenes we have a better idea of what we're getting into. So why will the movie be a success? That's what we're exploring with today's list of the top 10 reasons why Sonic is going to be the best video game movie ever. Let the sarcasm begin. Roll the intro. And at 10, marketing. The marketing for the Sonic movie is genius. The terrible CGI from the first trailer could totally have been a fake. A CG character is not easy to recreate and it takes time. But they turned that second trailer around in honestly what seemed like no time to me. And while it may be because I wasn't really paying attention, if it did honestly take a while, they could have just held it off for release. Hell, they could have just had the new trailer ready the whole time. The reason I genuinely believe this is because who in their right mind would think that we'd be okay with that version of Sonic? He was too human and not himself. He wasn't even enough hedgehog. We've seen Sonic in so many different media, but he's always looked the same. And those things are CGI as well. It's not realistic and it's not supposed to be, but would it really have been that bad to do that from the start? If you want people talking about your movie, yeah. With Detective Pikachu coming out last year, they needed a boost in the papers and online. So they used a terrible CG fake to be talked about more than Detective Pikachu. That's also why they're releasing this year, because they weren't able to compete with Detective Pikachu last year. And at 9, trailers. Like I said last number, the trailers at the beginning were terrible, but there were some moments I'm honestly looking forward to, like seeing Damien Dark and General Tullius tell off Eggman, or Sonic rolling into a ball and bashing the hell out of some cars, and the elevator scene, the one where people think he has a kid in the bag that isn't his and they just walk away. Yeah, that one. Or my personal favorite scene that I want to be included, and I want it to be my ringtone, meow? I don't know why, but that line just makes me happy every time I hear it. Like you're a damn hedgehog and you think that meowing is gonna save you from not getting shot. Of course it's not. They removed it from the recent trailers, but I really hope they put it in the movie because I need that scene so I can be happy. Hashtag keep a meow. And at 8, it's based in his world. Since the movie takes place in the Green Hill Zone as we see in the trailer, I'm interested to see how they are supposed to bring characters from our world to there. The world seems realistic, but I'm sure that's just a Robotnik trick with some form of illusions, maybe hologram panels or something similar to what Mysterio does in Far From Home, since Sonic seems to have the Doctor Strange portals. But this is a way that we can get a deeper look inside the Green Hill Zone. By using this movie, we can help establish some lore within the actual universe, more so than just using a simple side-scrolling platform or even a 3D platformer. While I know that some people wanted it based in our world, that would have made no sense. How would Sonic have even gotten to our world? And why would he have done it? Because people are after his powers or some other stupid reason like that? I'm not sure how they would have been able to screw it up, but if they did, I would not be as excited for this movie as I am now. And at 7, always amazing CGI. Their CGI has always been amazing. Sure, some people may not have liked the first iteration of the Blue Ball of Hedgehog, but it's always been of higher quality. Even if you don't like the model, you can admit that the shading was good and the texture was good. The design was good. It fit into the world in a realistic way and really well at that. The CG, while not at all times favored by fans, they still did a good job at integrating it, and that's honestly the key. You could have a terrible model but still integrate it into the scene well and I'd be happy watching it, but light it and texture it poorly and there's an even bigger issue that we need to tackle, especially when the company is Paramount, one of the biggest movie companies. The worst CG in the movie, however, has got to be the robots. The little Eggman controlled robots are some of the worst CGI in the movie. The animations are clunky, and the fact that they are not powered by animals makes me sad. That sounds really bad. And at 6, they recast Eggman. Eggman is an iconic character in the Sonic universe, and the casting of the character needs to be perfect in order for the movie to work. They got the casting right on the Sonic voice, and they got every other casting decision right, except for Eggman. And luckily with the release of the latest trailers, we see that they recast Dr. Eggman Robotnik from Jim Carrey to none other than the perfect man for the role, say it with me, Danny DeVito. Yes! While Jim may have the height and more of a name, Danny has the perfect stature and personality for an amazing Eggman, and I for one am looking forward to seeing him and his portrayal of the character on the big screen come February. But the only thing I'm worried about is the quality of the shots, since they had to refilm in a hurry to be able to get everything done in time. But I mean, at least they won't have to redo any of the voice lines, so that should save them some time. Halfway through at number 5, source material. The source material that Paramount is working with is extensive and rich with ideas and ways that they can execute their various plot points. For example, the best game ever to feature Sonic hands down is either Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games or Team Sonic Racing, and in both of these he's a title character. I think that if we were to get anything close to the quality of those games with this movie, then it will be the best video game movie ever. And with the addition of them being in the real world and the original concepts and everything that has gone into this movie, it's bound to be a winner. I'm just waiting for the time that Sonic drives a car, gets asked why he's not so bad, but is also somehow able to press the pedals but still drive the car. And then he calls out Team Sonic Racing. I'm just waiting for it, and if it doesn't happen, I'm walking out of the theater. And this whole list would be wrong, as if it's full of sarcasm or something, because it's definitely 100% not. No sarcasm, I said it at the beginning. And at 4, shared universe. If we do get a movie as good as Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, we know damn well we will be getting a Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games movie. Plus, with the Sonic movie coming out sometime in the near future, they have to be setting up a connected universe, right? There is no actual conceivable way that there will not be a Smash Bros. Movie in the future. Nintendo thinks that since Marvel did it so well that they can do it too, and while it may take a while to get a Smash Bros. Movie, if Netflix ever decides to go through with making that Legend of Zelda series, it may end up coming sooner than we think. I honestly don't know how I would feel about a shared Smash Bros. Universe. I think it would be interesting, but bringing so many characters onto the big screen would be quite a risk. Most video game movies don't have that good of a rep, and it's caused the term video game movie to leave a bad taste in our mouths. And unless every movie in this universe is made like Detective Pikachu, then we will end up having a problem with the universe and it won't do as well as anything else. And at 3, hype. This movie has to meet our expectations. The expectations, at least for me and several others that I know, was set so low by the original trailer that it has to meet our expectations, if not blow them away, since we think the movie will be bad. Even if it's decent, it will blow our minds. At least those of us who think the movie will be bad. If you think the movie will be good and you're excited, you'll just be happy because there's a Sonic movie. Despite the content, you'll be ecstatic seeing an actually good version of the little hedgehog running around with super speed like the Flash had a little too much Velocity 9 and turned blue. The weirdest thing is that people will enjoy the movie no matter what. The fact that since it's Sonic, a beloved character, and they're using CG rather than a terrible live action version. If the rest of these movies continue like this, I think everyone will be happy with the movie, unless you aren't a fan of Sonic. But in that case, why are you even going to the movie? There's actually no reason to at that point. And at 2, it's not live action. There are 2 ways I can go with this number. The fact that the actual hedgehog himself, the title character of Sonic, is not a kid in a Sonic costume is good and something that was really needed. If it was just some kid running around in a costume like the one that was being advertised for the movie, I would be roasting this movie even harder than I would normally be. But luckily, this whole movie is CGI and there are no aspects of the real world in it. Even if they did the CG poorly, I'd still be happier with it than if it was a pure live action movie. So thank you Paramount for having mercy on us. I just hope that damn Mario movie will be able to hold its own. If Mario tanks, there will be no Smash Bros. I need it. I need it in my soul. Finally, in at number 1, Werehog. I know that most of you don't like the Sonic the Werehog, but I do. The Werehog version of Sonic just seems so weird and interesting to me. Like, why on earth is this a thing? How did it happen? And why can't I get more of it? Are questions I find myself asking whenever I talk about this version. But in the movie, I hope they at least reference it. Have Sonic make a joke when it's night and there's a full moon. Have him howl at cars passing by while pretending to be a dog. Or turn the scene with Fluffy Sonic into a Werehog reference because I just need it in my life. And if it's not there, I won't walk out, but I will be thoroughly disappointed. I'm not mad, just disappointed. There we have it, friends, the top 10 reasons why Sonic is going to be the best video game movie ever. No sarcasm included. What did you think of this list, and are you excited for the Sonic movie? Let me know if you are and why down below. And while you're down there, might as well hit like and subscribe for daily gaming content and ring that bell to join the clan and level up. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.